You're doing everything right. Showing up, creating content, making offers. And yet, something isn't quite landing. And this might be why. Hello, I'm Kathryn Gorham, and today I want to tell you about someone that I'll call Sarah. Sarah is good at what she does. She is consistent and she shows up online. Her content, it's thoughtful. Her offer is solid. And she genuinely wants to help people. But things aren't moving the way she expected. People are engaging, but not committing. They're interested, but circling. She keeps feeling almost there, and she can't figure out why. So she does what most of us do. She tweaks that strategy, refreshes the content, reworks that offer, works harder. She shows up more, and still almost there. Here's what nobody told Sarah, and what almost nobody talks about. The morning before she sat down to record that video, she snapped at her husband over something that didn't even matter. She sat in traffic longer than she had patience for. Her body was tired in that deep way that even sleep doesn't quite fix. There were emails she was dreading, conversation she was avoiding, and the laundry again. That low hum of too much all at once, sitting just underneath everything. It's kind of like a mood that you just can't quite shake. None of that felt related to her business, so she closed her office door, took a breath, hit record, and showed up to serve. But here's what Sarah didn't realize. That energy didn't stay outside the door. It came in with her. Not loudly, not obviously, just kind of a static underneath the signal. A subtle tension in her presence. Something that her audience couldn't quite name, but they could feel. Because here's the truth about being an entrepreneur who is the face of what you do. There is no wall between your life and your work. You're the signal, all of you, not just the polished camera-ready version. It's the whole frequency of how you're actually living that's coming through. In ways that you can't edit out, in ways that no strategy can cover. This isn't about being perfect. It isn't about having a stress-free life before you're allowed to show up. It's about understanding that your audience, even when they have no language for it, is receiving more than your words. They're receiving your actual state. And when there's a gap between what you're saying and what you're broadcasting underneath it, people hesitate. They ghost. They circle, but they don't commit. They keep feeling almost there, too. Not because your offer isn't right, and not because your content isn't good, but because the signal underneath isn't quite matching the signal on top. And if you've ever wondered why people hesitate, why they ghost, why they circle but don't buy, why they keep feeling almost there, this may be why. Not a strategy problem, a coherence problem. The good news is This isn't about overhauling your whole life. It's about awareness. Noticing when the friction of your day is still running in the background when you sit down to work. Giving yourself a moment to actually arrive before you ask others to receive you. Stop. Assess. Sometimes the reset is a breath and a moment to arrive. Sometimes it means closing your laptop and coming back tomorrow. Either way, it's not weakness. That's tending the signal. That's coherence. Not a perfect life, just an honest one. Tended enough that what you're sending matches what you mean to give. I'm Kathryn Gorham. Connect with me at purpledoorentrepreneur.com. And if you're a solopreneur or a small business owner who's ready to tend their whole signal, not just the surface, I'd love to help you. And if you want a simple way to check in with yourself and come back into coherence in real time, the link to my free reference card is right below in this video. Check it out.